Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank you so much for stopping by, especially my new viewers and new subscribers. I'm a 57-year-old American who grew tired of the rat race over in America, and I packed it all in search of a new life in the Philippines. And I found that life, and I just want to share with you my boots on the ground experiences, my real life experiences, the only way I know how, and that's by giving you the nitty gritty. That's just exactly what I'm seeing, what I'm living, what I'm experiencing. I'm never going to sugarcoat that. It's not going to start today. I'm here with one of my favorite people in the world, Miss Gayle. And again, we're telling the story of her search for her American father. So Mr. Gregory Mitchell, if you're watching, anybody out there who is akin to Mr. Mitchell, a daughter, a son, a cousin, a brother, a sister, anyone, and you're watching this, could you please put Mr. Mitchell in contact with Gayle? We're trying to unite her with her father, who she's never seen since birth. And I made a commitment with Gayle that I was going to tell her story as much as possible until we get some type of lead, you know, to crack this case. I want to thank everybody who for their support in the search, your Google searches, your DNA, the whole 9 yards, everybody. We really, really appreciate it because everything brings us one step closer. I just want to talk to Gayle and get a little bit more insight into her life, about who she is. Maybe this may shake some cobwebs out of somebody's mind, out of their memory. So without any more, without further ado, I just want to ask Gayle, is there anything else about your life that you'd like my viewers and subscribers to know?
Good afternoon, everyone. Hello again. I am Gayle. I'm with Mr. Calvin. We are now updating you about the search of my dad. And as of the moment, I am very much thank you to those people who are helping me without hesitation and giving their help despite of this pandemic, because as we all know that we are all affected of this pandemic, of this coronavirus. But I'm overwhelmed that there's such of kind-hearted people that's eager to help and other people that is in need. And I want to thank a private person that has given me a chance to make my business grow and giving me a vehicle.
Wow.
And giving me a vehicle. And I don't mention his name because he wants to help me privately. Sir, very much thank you for it. And for those 3 people who sponsored my ancestry DNA, thank you very much, sir. And as of the moment, me and Mr. Calvin are waiting for the kit already. And I want to tell you this, the 3 DNA kit, when they arrive, I'll just using the 1 DNA kit because that's the only one is only one. I just need only 1 kit for the DNA test that I will take, and I am glad to say because even if I'm not financially stable, and even if I'm living a simple life here in the squatters area, I just want to help other people too that is experiencing my problem right now, experiencing the loneliness of their parents. So I want to hand in to Mr. Calvin the 2 DNA extra kit, so that Mr. Calvin can help others too. So that's what I'm trying to do when the DNA kits are when arrive. And thank you for the person who sponsored it. It means a lot. You can change my life with that kit. And also, I just want to inform everybody that I'm not looking for a partner. I'm not looking for a lover. I'm looking for my dad. That's the missing piece of my life.
Wow.
Because others are messaging me about I'm beautiful. Yes, I am very much thankful of it because of those discrimination that I've been through before, so that it will replace with such a nice words with I'm beautiful, I'm a lovely lady, I'm intelligent. Very much thank you for that appreciative words, sirs. But I'm not looking for a lover because I already have my partner. Then the important part of this video is looking for my dad, and as of the moment we do already have some investigation that is done by the private investigators, but we can't tell it to the video publicly because they're a private person. But I would thank them for their free service, for helping me so that I can already knew my dad. And also I know that there's a lot of question in your mind about me and my mom. I just want to tell you frankly and honestly, because I don't want to lie, because I know Mr. Calvin is helping me without ceasing, without hesitation. Then that's why I want to repay Mr. Calvin his goodness in helping me. And that's why I am going to tell you this. My mom and I, this is not just going to make me become a stubborn child or daughter. I'm just telling you this, that my mom and I hasn't have a good relationship. The first thing of this is my mom goes to Saudi Arabia to become a domestic helper when I was, I think, 1 or 2 years old. That's why we're not close. So my grandmother and my aunt, who took care of me with a span of time that she is away from me. Then when my mom arrives here in San Carlos, when he quits her job in Saudi Arabia, I think 12 years of being a domestic helper. But she sends me some support when she is working there. But we can't appreciate the love of a mother by having that money. We need also the care and the care and can see her every day because I'm already a mom, and that's easy for me that I'm away from my child. That's why if I do have the chances of going abroad, of being a different of having a what kind of job, I'm not doing it. That's why I'm finding some financial, I'm finding some way, yes, I'm finding some way to support a financial that I can be near on my daughter, because it's not easy to become far from your mom, because you can tell your problems, you can tell your achievements, and she is not in your side when you need her, even though you want to hug her, you can't do that. That's why we're not that close. We don't have our mother and daughter bonding. And when she quits her job in Saudi Arabia, that's the time that she already gets married. Then that time I am just grade 6. Then that's the time that I think that my mom doesn't love me because she chooses to have her family. But I just put it to my mind that my mom is just there, and I just put in on my mind too that I want to strive hard, so that if I could become a mom, I can have I can become a good mom to my daughter. That's why I'm trying to do with it now. That's why I know that there is other person there that thinking that we are just doing this video to get some financial supports, financial aspects. That no, we're just doing this video so that I could have my American side. I can meet them. I can meet my American family, and that's why Mr. Gregory Mitchell, if you're thinking that I am doing this despite of my financial incapability, no, because if I want your money, I already searched you before that I'm still in my high school years, so that I can go to college. But not, I just want to be complete.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes.
And you don't have to apologize for that. You didn't choose your parents. So your mother, when she came back from Saudi Arabia and got married, moved to Manila, she didn't bring you with her? Or you didn't want to go? Which one was it?
She's trying to bring me with her, but my heart doesn't be with my mom, because I grew up with my grandmother.
Oh, okay, yeah. That makes a big difference.
Yes.
So you didn't have a relationship with your mother or your father. So, you know, really.
Yes.
You're like an orphan, you know,
yes.
really. And it's really sad. So, Mr. Mitchell, or anybody who's akin to Mr. Mitchell, knows Mr. Mitchell, if you could just step forward and help us with any little information that you can. Remember, we're not trying to find someone who doesn't want to be found. We're just asking, you know, if you could come forward to deny or to claim or disprove whether or not Gayle is your daughter. That's all we want. If you are an American, then she is an American citizen, you know, by way of you being her father. But there's a process there. She can't just go to the embassy and say, hey, my father was an American. No, there's a lot of things that have to go in effect in order for her to receive her U.S. citizenship. And that could change her life forever. That could change her daughter's life. It could change her mother's life. But most of all, it's going to change her life. So that's what we want. Also, you know, going forward, I'm going to put in my description Gayle's full name as it is on her ID, her address, and her phone number. So if you want to send any type of help, any type of support, that you do it directly to Gayle. You know, I know, and I appreciate you guys for sending it through me, and Gayle can vouch that she gets every peso. But Gayle's a grown woman, and she, you know, we've made a decision that she can handle her business now. And there's no need for me to be in the middle of that, to keep down any kind of drama or anything like that. Because I've been around her now for about 3 weeks, almost a month. And she's very responsible, you know. So if you want to give any kind of help, any kind of support, just send it to Gayle, Western Union, however you want to send it, you know. And she will really appreciate it, because I can tell you, she's not using drugs, she's not drinking, she's not doing anything like that. She's trying to take care of herself and her daughter under some pretty oppressive conditions. And I want to take my hat off to you, Gayle, and say that you're doing a great job. I know I've seen some improvements to your house. Of course, Gayle, for my 10,000 subscribers, shocked me and delivered a cake to me. And you can go on my Sunshine Show's Facebook page and see that. And I was so shocked, I was so touched, because I was angry at the time. And somebody said, man, God was stepping in just in time by sending Gayle to your house with that cake. And Gayle, thank you so much. We still just got maybe like a little piece left. And I hope when I get home I can eat that up. So thank you all for stopping by. One more thing, Gayle, I just want you to touch on real quick. What was it like growing up in the Philippines as half black, half Filipino? Just in a general way. You don't have to go into any detail or go on any rant or anything, but
Yeah.
just how was it?
Growing here in the Philippines, of having this black skin and curly hair is not that easy, but I already handle it because I've stayed on my positive side, not on the negative side, and I take discrimination as a challenge for me to succeed in life. That's
Yeah.
the very big thing.
Well, you've done a great job, and you're a good example for your daughter. And we just want to complete this circle. You know, we've got as much information as we can out of her mother. She, you know, her memory doesn't. She says she doesn't remember his middle initial. If we just had that middle initial, that would help. You know, so Miss Grace, if you're watching, if you could just try to remember that middle initial. You know, what does he look like? You know, go through all the information. We're not trying to mess up your marriage right now. I know that your husband, maybe he's getting jealous. You know, if you bring up these memories of another man, but we're not trying to do that. We're just trying to get as much information as we can to unite Gayle with her father. So thank you so much for watching. I'm going to tell Gayle's story as much as we can. We need to complete this, guys. Please, you know, Mr. Gregory Mitchell, if you're watching, if your son, daughter, grandkids, anybody that can get us in touch with Mr. Mitchell, please contact Sunshine Shoulders, or you can contact Gayle directly in the link below. So if you're in America, it's late. You're already asleep. I'm going to talk to your subconscious mind. When you get up in the morning to go to work, to get a cup of coffee, to get your morning newspaper, and you see somebody out in the street, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a couple of dollars. If you're in the Philippines, I guess it's about 2 o'clock, right, Gayle?
Yes.
In the afternoon. We still got about 4 hours for you to find somebody to help here. There's no excuse. There's literally millions of people here who need our help. That's why it's important to help one another, because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID free. I'll see you next time. Thank you, Gayle. I really appreciate it. Congratulations on your transportation.
Welcome.
Congratulations on your business. She's got good food. When you come to San Carlos, I'm going to bring you here if she's still here, if she isn't in America, and let you try some of her food. And, of course, it's not free, okay? But thank you so much. Take care.